Welcome to the session that dares to ask, what does it truly mean to be a chartered accountant in the world of tomorrow? I am Vansh Agarwal.
And I am Nikita Ghidia, and we are honored to be your hosts for this incredible hour of insights, inspirations, and transformations. But before this, we would like to invite Mr. Aditya Jaiswal to share his journey of ITC with us.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you all guys are having a great time. So I would like to thank for this opportunity, and I am very much grateful to our partners, managers, and all the people who are here. When I chose JPNR, I was drawn to its people, environment, and vision. Their trust and confidence in me has been helping me throughout, has been an instrumental in my journey, including in my current role in ITC as of now. I am proud to lead a category and contribute to redesigning business process and driving seamless integration between operations and supply chain. Working with business experts and diverse professionals has helped me to grow a better character. And I will end my say with a quote that resonates with me. There is no glory in practice, but without practice, there is no glory. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, before the story begins, let's meet our storytellers.
It is my absolute honor to invite to the stage the extraordinary legends of their respective fields, true pioneers whose insights and experience continue to shape the industries and inspire minds. Please join me in giving them a heartfelt welcome.
For the time being, we'll be having our JPNR video on the screen.
As a leading CFO firm, our vision is to set standards of excellence in the industry, whereby offering quality services and standard procedures. We aspire to be recognized as a national player in the industry, providing solutions which are top-notch and customized to the client need.
JPNR is present across India and boasts of a team size of more than 200 people who are striving to serve their clients to the best of their capabilities.
Of 200 superhumans and in-house integration of technology, we aim to achieve the sky.
So our strength is our employees, our people, and apart from that, the level of services we are offering right now. Apart from that, if we talk for opportunities, so see, India is targeting to become 5 trillion economy, and we can be in the third world largest economy list. So I think that is a big opportunity. India is only experiencing growth. So without finance function, without accounting function, without this entire taxation function, none of the industry and none of the country can grow. So we are very much optimistic, and that is why we are making our services more and more professional, so that everybody can enjoy.
We at JPNR provide a comprehensive range of services in the area of direct taxation, ranging from advanced tax planning, ITR filing, tax planning to opinions and litigation matters, and many more. We provide services like taxation, accounting, auditing, legal, trusteeship, and others, all under one roof.
So for JPNR, fellowship is one of the most important aspects, because since my childhood, what kind of culture I've experienced there, where unless and until you meet with the people, you talk with them, you share your emotions with them, you understand their emotions, there can never be a teamwork. So if you want success in your work, teamwork is very, very important. And when we organize these kind of small events where people are dancing, singing, speaking to them, they are doing drama, so that helps them to make a good team, and that definitely impact our working experience as well.
We pride ourselves on clear communication, timely deliverables, and top-notch quality services. Because at the end of the day, client satisfaction is our topmost priority.
The ability of the firm with a developed in-house team to judge, analyze a particular transaction with a 360-degree view, applying all these laws and regulations together, give a niche and edge to JPNR over other peers providing similar services.
In JPNR, we have been on cloud for quite some time, and we have been using other technological tools, including practice management tools and audit softwares and other analytical tools. Of late, we have started training our people on data analytics tool, including business intelligence like Tableau, Power BI.
We would like to welcome Mr. Basant Somani, CFO RetailEZ on the stage.
Mr. Rajarshi Chattopadhyay, Senior Vice President and CFO, Nouriture Group.
Mr. Neeraj Mundhra, CFO Willowood Chemicals.
Mr. Karan Agarwal, Joint Commissioner, Custom Excise and Service Tax, Kolkata.
And our partner, Mr. Roshan Bajaj. Please join us in giving a thunderous round of applause as we welcome our panelists to the stage.
Welcome, sir. Welcome, sir. It's an honor to have you here at URJA 3.0, where we celebrate the 8th anniversary of JPNR. For 8 remarkable years, JPNR has been a name synonymous with trust, excellence, and expert guidance in the world of consulting and audit. Today marks not just a celebration of that journey, but also a moment to look ahead with energy and vision.
URJA 3.0, where U symbolizes unleash your true potential. R symbolizes resilience to face challenges. J is the joy in learning and aspire to become great. So, URJA symbolizes energy, motivation, and purpose, a powerful message for learners and leaders alike.
Now, we would like to invite Alan Lawrence sir, Surojit Polda, and Lakshmi Kumari to felicitate sir. To begin with, we would like to welcome Ms. Surbhi Goenka to share a brief introduction of Mr. Basant Somani.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am honored to welcome Mr. Basant Kumar Somani ji. As the Chief Financial Officer of RetailEZ Private Limited, CA Basant Kumar Somani has an extensive experience in the field of financial management. With over 18 years of experience in finance roles, he has a track record of leading teams, managing budgets, and implementing process improvements. His expertise spans across various areas such as financial planning, budgeting and MIS, taxation and compliance, ERP implementation, treasury work, auditing, due diligence, and stakeholder relations. He also has an experience of successful IPO journey of maneuver and debt raising for companies. As a team leader and enabler who built performing team and culture, he has a rich experience in e-commerce and retail, healthcare, NBFC, and chemical industry. Thank you.
Thank you, Surbhi, for the fantastic introduction. Now I would like to invite Priyanka Chatterjee, Gaurav Agarwal, and Chanchal Mohta to felicitate Mr. Rajarshi Chattopadhyay, sir. I would also like to invite Mohammad Nehal to walk us through the remarkable journey of Mr. Rajarshi Chattopadhyay.
Good evening, everyone. Now let me take a moment to introduce distinguished professional whose journey and achievement speaks volumes. Mr. Rajarshi Chattopadhyay, Senior Vice President and CFO at Nouriture. He is experienced finance professional with a demonstrated history of working in information technology and service industry. Skilled in finance, strategy, business planning, profit and loss management, operations management, and customer relationship management. Experience in creating and implementing complex business management. It is an honor to have you here, sir.
Thank you, Nehal. I would also now to invite to welcome Sushmita Roy, Priyanka Singh, and Devanshi Junjunwala to felicitate Mr. Neeraj Mundhra. And also, I would like to invite Ms. Sana Parvin to share the inspiring journey of Sir.
Good evening, everyone. Let's take a moment to acknowledge Mr. Neeraj Mundhra's journey, CFO at Willowood. An alumnus of IIM Calcutta with a master's from SIBM Pune and dual PG diplomas in import-export and logistics. He brings over 19 years of diverse corporate experience. He has been with Willowood for 17 years, going from account executive to CFO, and has played a key role in scaling the company from rupees 22 crore to 2200 crore. His responsibilities span finance, information technology, merger and acquisitions, new projects, international business, insurance and audit. Prior to Willowood, he worked with HDFC, AMC and Motilal Oswal. It's my honor to have you with us, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Sana, for the awesome introduction. Now I'd like to invite Nikita Sharma, Simran Saraugi and Bhumika Mittal to felicitate Mr. Raj Agarwal, sir. Now, I would also like to invite Yash for the introduction.
Good evening to one and all present here. It's an honor to introduce Mr. Raj Karan Agarwal, a distinguished officer of the 2014 batch of the Indian Revenue Service, and sir is currently posted as Joint Commissioner at Customs, Excise and Service Tax Appellate Tribunal, Kolkata, handling appellate matters under indirect taxes. Sir has previously served as Deputy Director at Directorate General of GST Intelligence, Gurugram, and held roles as Deputy Commissioner and Assistant Commissioner in GST, Central Excise and Service Tax. Sir, we are privileged and it gives us immense pleasure to have you amongst us. We are eager to listen to your insights. Thank you.
Thank you, Yash, for the captivating introduction. So, without any further ado, let's dive into today's session on how young chartered accountants can become the story writers of tomorrow's business.
A very good evening to all. Can I hear some sound, please? A very good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yes. So that's the kind of energy basically which we are expecting to keep this panel, to make this panel a powerhouse panel, right? It's already a powerhouse panel, I'm telling you. So basically, why I'm saying this, the reason being, we have 3 CAs in this panel, but 2 of them are CFOs. One is on the other side of the table. He is an IRS, Indian Revenue Services. We have 1 MBA who is a CFO. So basically, we have a panel containing 3 CFOs and 1 bureaucrat. So I'm telling you very, very frankly, I know that since we have both these sides here, so we are going to have a significant and powerhouse performance or powerhouse deliberation by each one of them. First, I would like to, since we are already delayed by an hour, so rather than spending time on introducing each one of the speakers again, because they have already done it, I will not spend time on that. I will directly come to the questions now. Because we all are waiting for the insights which they carry in the kind of experience they are having, the insights which they have. So we want to have that outlook. So that's the very perspective. So I will start with first Neeraj Mundhra, sir. Sir, since you have, can we have one mic, please? 2 mic bhej do, please. 2 mics, huh? So since you have been in one single company since past many years, since the inception of your career, so of late we have seen the Gen Z, they look for opportunities, they look for switching to another jobs so that they can expect higher pay, they can expect their career progression to be very speedy. So that's the kind of perspective they carry, and due to that, they keep on changing jobs. Year after year, or after 2 years, 3 years, they keep on changing jobs. You stayed with one group, you started as an entrant, and you reached the pinnacle.
So you reach to the CFO office. So I would like to understand from you, since as far as I'm aware, so it started from 22 crores when you joined, and now it's 2200 crores of turnover. So that's 100 times of turnover which the company has achieved. So definitely expectations also change. The stakeholders who have invested in that company, their expectations would also change. And you yourself will have to leverage your skills, whatever you have gathered during these years. So lot of basically paradigm shift will be there, in fact, in the expectations and also in terms of skill sets. So how did you prepare yourself in handling this, in comprehending this situation? Please throw some light on it.
Good evening, everyone. So basically, we are here from last 1.5 hours, and Neeraj ji has mentioned, like, we are between your entertainment and this thing, so we can understand. Spending another 1 hour could be very critical, and other than like the sunlight heat is there, other than the Gyan heat is also there, which you are taking from since 10 o'clock in the morning. So I was there in the other side of it in my earlier career, so I can understand what kind of a this thing is there. So yesterday I was sitting with Neeraj and Nissan till late evening in my office, and we were having some discussion, and I asked Neeraj, so what kind of a gyan should I give to tomorrow's audience? Because honestly, my 10-year daughter don't want to listen me when I'm giving some gyan to her. Every time she said, Papa bas, bahut ho gaya. So then he said ki, yes, your daughter should not listen, but tomorrow's audience will be happy to listen, and they don't have any other choice. So whatever gyan you have, you should throw them. So I'm here now with my 17 years experience, and with less of the gyan, I would like to share more experience, because that will help you in terms of your future this thing. So in terms of the question which Roshanji has asked, direct addressing that question, before that I would like to share what kind of a different situation you are compared to when we started our career 20 years back. We were in your shoe, and honestly at that particular time we were having no idea which direction we should go, where we pursue our career. We should go in indirect tax, we go to the direct tax, audit and all. So we were not having any idea. And being from a smaller city called Bikaner, I was not having any mentor or very limited exposure in terms of a future this thing. So, but fortunately, you are having a good mentors like Jayesh, Neeraj ji, Roshan ji, and they are investing a lot for your future this thing, and they are approachable to all of you. So you guys are very lucky, and this is a good thing for all of you. Other than that, like, I dealt with most of the professions for the big firms. Wherever I spoke with them, they are having very limited understanding with respect to 360-degree knowledge of a business. But fortunately, with a mediocre or a smaller firm, you are having a great chance to have a 360-degree knowledge of the thing. So when I started my career, from campus, I got an opportunity to join HCL, which is one of the biggest IT firm. But they told me you should take care of the IT part of it. So I thought I will just only get an opportunity to deal in IT department. Then I get an opportunity to work with an infra company, but they also told me you should go to one country and you should handle the accounts part of it. But when I spoke with my MD at that particular time, he told me we have just started this journey, and you would be the second employee of this organization, and you have to take care of the import part of it, export part of it. All other responsibility is with you. So I was so excited. Although the company is small, but I will get such opportunity. So from there, I started my journey, and I was so fortunate that I got a chance to deal with all the other. So only talking from a shareholder's point of view, you should take care for all the stakeholders, be it your customer, be it your vendor, be it your employee or anyone. You should take care for all the stakeholders, those who belongs to your company. So that is the journey. Then obviously you should not, your image should be totally different. Then your acceptability towards, you will go to plant, the plant head will take you with a different eyes. If you only go and start asking question why, you will not get the answer. You should sit with him, you understand what happened and what do you think, how in future we can change the things. So the approach should be totally different. If you have that approach, instead of only having the finance or audit approach, you cannot solve the problems. You should have the business approach that will help you to grow your this thing. And other than that, like when I have completed my MBA in 2007, after that I have completed 6 different courses. I did my diploma in foreign trades. I did my diploma in logistics management. I did one course from IMA. Then I did one alumni course from IMC. So every 2 years I try to complete one course, so at least I can increase my knowledge. That is very important. So only just completing one course and then you go into the this business cycle, then you will not see, then there's a challenge. So obviously if you would like to grow yourself, the industry is growing, the company is growing, you should have to grow your knowledge as well. So that is the main important funda, because you need to understand what is the business requirement, what is the company's requirement. Based on that, you have to improve your knowledge. That's the key to success.
That's a wonderful insight. So while deliberating on this particular question, he has focused on 2-3 aspects which I could capture. One is, since the guys out here, they have a wonderful platform to excel, to achieve their potential, so they should use that. Then one should have a business approach rather than any other approach to succeed in their careers. And finally, you need to learn and relearn. You keep on learning new things to keep yourself upgraded based on the requirements of the changing world. So these 3 aspects which I could capture from his discussion. So now I would like to move to Basant Somani ji. So sir, since you are from a space which has disrupted the retail space and other convenience-based models, it has created like anything. So you are from e-commerce space. So I'd like to understand from you that one question keeps on arising in our minds. In case of retail, whether Kirana people will be the winners, or the e-commerce will be the winner, or retail houses, large departmental stores, those will be the winner. Who will be the winner in your view? Please share your thoughts on that.
So if I look, the technology is changing and you have to embrace the technology. If I recall around 10-15 years back, first time the e-commerce was starting in India, Flipkart, Amazon, there was a threat to Kirana, local Kiranas at that time also. There were a lot of protests, government also faced regulatory challenges. Even that time, the Kiranas from the last 15 years survived, and e-commerce also survived. So if you considering country like India, where you have 140 crore of population, different strata and different class, you will have a lot of opportunities for everywhere. Growth in terms of cities, in terms of demographic, you have all the areas where you can grow. Look, in that furniture segment, if I give you an example, till few years ago, you know only 2 or 3 brands, Godrej or something else. But now in the last 4 or 5 years, you can know, apart from Godrej, there are Pepperfry, there are IKEA, and all these companies are there. Still, you find local Kirana just where the furniture companies are just operating. So there's a huge potential in every area, and I would not like to say that Kirana will survive or not. It's all depend on how you embrace the technology. Are you adaptable? Are you ready to face the disruption that is coming? And are you thinking in the right time or place how you want to grow your business? I give you a classical example in if you say in e-commerce also. In e-commerce there are two, three aspects. Though you have a platform business, but you have a now e-commerce that is D2C also, country delight. You are getting milk in the from app of country delight, but still in your local area you are getting the milk from Amul and everyone. Okay, so both are surviving and both are flourishing. It's only the market size and customer, all your pricing point and convenience based on the requirement of the end consumers is redefining the business. So ultimately consumer is the king, and consumer, based on consumer convenience, business has to adopt it. So look, even the Kirana stores were there in 50 years ago, even today they are existing, but they have not adopted the practice of providing the goods even within the radius of 500 meter. That space has been taken by the quick commerce. They are buying the stock from your local kiranas and maybe some space dark houses, but they are supplying to the building or societies. So the same space could have been now taken by the kiranas, provided they adapt to the technology, they have a convenience of opening the stores, right time at right place. Also, all these are factors are there. So I think both will survive. Those who will not survive, who are not able to adapt to the technology and embrace the, not ready to face the uncertainty there.
So wonderful. So what I understand from you is there is sustenance for all, but we need to upgrade ourselves based on the needs of the market to remain sustainable and to achieve scalability, right? So that's what I get from your answer. Now coming to, I'll move to Karan Agarwal ji, who himself is a bureaucrat. Since you are from the other side of the table, and lately even the business houses have realized that cost of non-compliance is much higher than the cost of compliance, right? So what is your view as a bureaucrat? There are a lot of budding chartered accountants here, or the aspirants are there. They are already who have completed their chartered accountancy. Those people are also there. So what will be your inputs to them? What will be your insights to them that they should keep in mind while going ahead in their careers?
Good evening, everyone. Basically, we are already short of time. So I'll keep my answers short. And since I have learned that these sessions have been going on since morning, and it is already 5, so the retention capacity in the evening goes down. But since the overwhelming majority here are basically CA aspirants, they may be in their first, second or third year. My first and the foremost point is that you should become a chartered accountant first. Why? All the skill sets, all the knowledge, आप एक analogy लो कि भाई X person SAP का बहुत बड़ा जानकार है, but CA नहीं है, salary will come to half. But Y person is a CA, has certain set of skills that can be acquired over time also. So since you are here, make sure you pass the exam, you do your articleship diligently. This was the message that I wanted to give, I had in my mind, and during our preparation also we had this very clear, because skill sets and other things, pursuing other courses, everything falls in place once you are there. So that was my message. Now I think I've forgotten the question also. My message. Yeah, cost of compliance, yes. So see, compliance as we see, there are two aspects of it. On one part, there is an intent from the side of government to ease the compliance burden. Like you see, I am from the GST side, and GST is one of the foremost steps of the government to ease the compliance burdens only. We know earlier there were multiple indirect taxes. They have been consolidated into one. So now all the, even the administrative authorities, you have to not deal with multiple authorities, there are one authority. So there is one aspect that intent of the government is on reducing the compliance or easing the compliance burden. But when you see in an overall context, there are multiple compliances that a business has to go through. A lot of them pertains to central government, a lot of them pertains to state government, a lot of it pertains to the local bodies. But Roshan bhai, as I see the compliance part of it, as we move in the digital era and as we see adoption of AI in our work, I see a transition from day-to-day compliance work to a value addition task for CAs. Earlier, when we were doing articleship, so preparing the basic returns, computation statements, letters, were important or a substantial time went into that. But I think the way...
May I have your attention, please? A fire alarm has been reported in the building. Please proceed to the nearest available exit and evacuate the building.
We'll carry on.
So I was talking about the compliance ki earlier, in short I mean to say, a lot of time and energy were spent on the compliance function. But I think as a young CA or young aspirant, our focus should be on value creation. Let us take example, an analogy of a saloon. Traditional saloons, you went, you got your haircut, you came back. But today, if you go to a good saloon, he will not allow you to come back just by a simple haircut. They will try to cross-sell streaks, hair colors, facial, skin treatment, whatnot. So this applies to overall gamut of CA profession as well. One part of it pertains to the traditional functions of audit, taxation, law, but the other part, which the other panelists can highlight more about, is the value-added function that a CA can render. There is the upskilling or the transition from basic functions to the value-added functions. So the more we move into the direction, transition from traditional function to the value-added function, I think the narrative changes there.
Yeah, thank you, Karan. So basically, the message for you guys, become a CA first. That's most important. So focus on that. Just keep the other things aside. And we are rendering services to our clients. So we need to ensure that we should be able to add value to them. Otherwise, we will not be sustainable even for them as well. Now coming to Rajarshi Chattopadhyay ji, since you have had a great career in this city of Kolkata, we have heard many a times that Kolkata is not the place for job. So here career progression is not fast paced. It's basically you need to shift to cities like Bangalore, Hyderabad and all to basically expedite the career progression. But since you have had a great career here itself, what are your views on that? What is your take on that?
Good evening. First of all, thank you, Neeraj, for calling me over here. I didn't imagine you are having such a big show, you know. So, and I think it's a wonderful team you've got over here. I can't see Neeraj. Yeah. So, okay. So, you know, fantastic combination. Neeraj, always the approachable guy, the guy next door, whom we can always pick up phone and talk to. Jayesh, almost Yogi the beer of, you know, epitome of knowledge. And here, Roshan, I'm meeting him for the first time. He doesn't only look like a rock star, he also speaks like one. Okay, fantastic combination. So, yeah. So, I am to speak about the career opportunities. Yeah. So I don't think there's dearth of opportunity anywhere in the world. Of course, if you, but in a city like Calcutta, you have to create your own opportunity. The opportunities are not so many coming your way. That's the only difference I see about it. People like your principals and mentors over here, they have created their own opportunity in a city where it is otherwise said that there is not much opportunities. And so you have to create your opportunities. There are opportunities, but it is slightly easier in other states. Definitely in the cities that have taken a easier route of building industries than Bengal and Calcutta. That I would say.
Okay, thank you, Rajarshi ji. So basically, opportunities are everywhere. Just we need to identify the right opportunity at the right time, and we need to create our own opportunities. So now coming back to Neeraj Mundhra ji. Sir, you hold an MBA degree, and you are addressing a CA gathering, right? So many a times you have heard that एक MBA का जो एक पर्सनालिटी होता है, उसका कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स होता है, बहुत बढ़िया होता है. CA को उसमें काफ़ी वो थोड़ा इश्यूज रहता है CAs का उस पर्सपेक्टिव से, राइट? सो apart from this, definitely this could be one of the points which you would like to make. But apart from that, what other factors you feel that a CA, a budding CA, should take care of for their career progression? What qualities are there in an MBA which a CA also should possess?
So when this fire alarm rang, I told Roshan ji ki I think someone has asked the authorities to ring that fire alarm. So, but I told him that since most of the people are from that CA community, so the chances is very less. But if they belongs to any other community, the chances could be very high. So that's the difference. So honestly, CA would be always considered to be very innocent or very... So you guys have a different image towards the corporate and other thing. So, but the reason behind the lesser exposure with respect to other things, because when we pursue our MBA or any other course, so like there is only 10-20% people from a commerce background, 80% from science or arts. So there is a diversity is there. And obviously when you interact with a different stream of people, you get a different knowledge altogether. But with a CA pursuing people, that is the major. So at this time, we developing our base. And when you are developing your base and something is missing, so then achieving that thing is comparatively very lesser. So obviously, whenever I spoke with my kids, also I tell them always, ki once you pass the 10th and when you choose the science stream, then you, so whenever our age is increases, the opportunity is becoming lesser. Because once we join one particular flight or train, then we have to go to the last end and then only we can change something. So obviously, I don't want to comment what kind of a difference is there in a CA or an MBA student, but I would say in terms of exposure, it is comparatively limited with respect to other top B school student. And obviously, I would say CAs more talk about the numbers. They discuss less about business. If you go to the business people and you will say ki ROC is comparatively lesser compared to last year, the debtors day has increased, the inventory day, so the terminology is different. But when I'm working with a science company and when I'm meeting with my R&D people or scientists, if they are started explaining me science in their language, it is very difficult to understand. So that we have to understand ki we should discuss with normal people with the general language, so at least they can also understand ki what is happening. So we have to develop that skill. We should start speaking in business language instead of speaking in finance language.
That's a great response. And what I understand is
we need to focus more on the business. For that, we need to understand the business at the first place, and then we will be able to talk about business. So as of now, most of the organizations, wherever even we are working, so they have the only complaint with us that business में आपका focus business understanding में कहीं ना कुछ lack है, so that you are not able to add that value which we seek. तो कहीं ना कहीं उसी में challenges आता है, and I 100% agree with Neeraj Mundhra ji that this is something which a CA needs to imbibe in himself. Now coming back to Basant Somani ji, since we have seen, we are experiencing that lot of e-com, not lot of, in fact, majority of e-com aggregators, those are posting huge losses, burning cash like anything, right? But still, they command very high valuations. So even though when people ask us this, so ultimately we tell them कि अरे value तो सामने वाले के नज़र में होता है, beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder, right? So same is the case in case of valuations also. So we tell them that, but can you just throw some light for the understanding of all that, how it basically happens, how does it work? Why they still command that valuation even though they are burning cash and posting huge losses?
There are many e-commerce companies which currently are listed also, but like Swiggy, you can say, Paytm, Nykaa, there are many companies in India which are listed. Still they are having a good share valuation, or you can say the share price is getting increased. In spite of they are reporting losses. However, once you are in the business side, if you see from finance side, there is a loss. In the last 5 years, historically, they have reported losses. Their loss is increasing, net worth is eroded. So why anyone should invest? What is the logic behind it? Now, coming to the point that Neeraj has highlighted, that you have to think from business side also. What are the driver of revenue? What are the driver of cost? How can you manage the cost, or how can you achieve the efficiency? Along with that, you have to think from competition point of view, customer point of view also, and growth perspective point of view. If I consider like example of Swiggy and Zomato, they have created their own market in the last 5-10 years, and they are a unique business model, and you are the customer right now. If you are the customer which only is currently in the tier 1 cities of India, so can you imagine if you go to tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 cities of India where the population is 140 crore and they can grab any market share of that space, the kind of volume and revenue they can generate. And over a period of time, if you bring the efficiency, technology and customer experience, you can be unique customer for them. You can be uniquely targeted for mark. So they are spending currently on the customer acquisition. So that's why there is a loss in the books. There are aspect on that side. Loss happen because accounting standard does not allow, and there is no logic to calculate these kind of costs as an intangible asset. So there is a clear-cut loss in the balance sheet or P&L. But if you think from business side of point of view, you have incurred the expenditure, you build the technology, you are going ahead with the mass acquisition process, you are analyzing your data on the customer side, behavior aspect, and you are making your process or your backend and entire supply chain according to it. So you will be able to crack some model. Like if you give example of Zomato, after listing they have reported 2-3 quarters of profit. Nykaa, after listing they have reported profit. So though there is a loss, there is a cash flow burning issues there, but there is another side to stories that there is enough market penetration is still yet to be done, and funds are available for them because they see from other side of the business. So that's one point for this kind of companies, that these are unique model, and going forward in India we'll find lot of not only e-commerce, there are many startups that are going to be listed in India in near futures, next 2 to 3 years. They will have a loss model, but the peoples are ready to pay money. You have recently example of Arthur Energy listed in the losses there. Ola is still a loss making, but 3-year startup only. So you will find lot of technology company, lot of these company require your capital risk. Unless no one invest in them, they will not be able to grow. So you need a market also for this kind of company, and government is promoting them. Maybe out of 10, 8 will burst. If 2 will remain there, the 2 will be bigger giant. And these 2 giant will take care of your entire country. It's a classical example of with Amazon, Walmart, Apple. All these companies are like at one point of time were startup. Now they are commanding the business and the world is working with them right now. So it's only a matter of time. The way technology is changing, you have to give these companies a chance, and you have to think from business side of view, from finance side or chartered accountant side, I would say. You have to think from business side, how these companies are working, what are their business model, how they can expand, what are the process efficiency can they bring. The CA can exclusively play a role in this side. You go to, I would like to give an example of Amazon. You go to Amazon, there are almost categories of CAs, MBA who are working in this direction. Their role is to only bring operational efficiency, and which is convertible into numbers, and the numbers will translate into the P&L numbers. So their entire approach of the team is sitting there, their approach is to build this kind of business which can generate revenue for near futures also. So that's why the valuation, you will have a different logic, and financial will throw a different number to you.
Great insights. Now coming back to Rajkaran Agarwal ji. So life as a bureaucrat, we have heard that there are a lot of pressures also being a bureaucrat, a lot of challenges are there, and at the same time, a lot of opportunities and respect is there. And especially more so when you have already worked in Delhi also, you have worked in Kolkata, you are working in Kolkata now. So even cover that gap as well. What is the work experience gap you have? So I have 2 questions, I have combined it together for the paucity of time.
So as far as work culture of Delhi and Calcutta goes, in Calcutta, in let us say my organization, or it may be a general prevailing thought also, if we talk about some work, then from the other side, what all possible reasons of that this work cannot be done would come up. And when you talk to someone in Delhi, even if you know this is very difficult, maybe not doable also, but the response would be, we'll see, let's try. So that is the difference. And that is perhaps reflective of the culture that is prevailing in the city also. We call it City of Joy. I spent 4 years here, then I spent 12 years in Delhi, then I'm again here. So I could see no change here. Except for this Ma flyover coming up, I could see no change. And this ITC Royal Bengal coming up, I see no change. Same, everything is same. Same thing if you compare to Delhi or Gurgaon, you come to a place, you go to that place after 3-4 years, you'll find a lot of changes, lot of things happening. So that is the spiraling effect is there for any city. In evening, what I observed here, ki there is a adda culture. Everyone is happy. Everyone is playing carom board, watching TV. You will see nothing of this sort in Delhi. It is very competitive place, very aggressive. And joy है वहाँ पे, but not like this place. यहाँ पे tension कम रहती है, वैसे अच्छा लगता है, सुकून है यहाँ. वो दिल्ली में नहीं है. As far as my life goes, I can talk long about the service, about bureaucracy, but I will say in simplest terms, it has been a journey of satisfaction because it throws lot of opportunities, lot of challenges. And earlier there was discussion of a great consultant, good consultant. The moot point was if you own it, you will deliver it. So in bureaucracy, you have to own it, then only you will deliver. So I have been in regular divisional roles. I have been in investigative roles. Now I am having the role of as a representative of the department in tribunal. So I am not trained to do all this on my own, but I am given the responsibility I have to deliver. So that poses challenge also, and when you strive hard for it, you deliver, you get a sense of satisfaction that you have done your part, you have contributed your bit towards the nation building. That's it.
Wonderful. So now coming back to Rajarshi Chattopadhyay ji. Sir, please put yourself in the shoes of these 20 years old and tell me exactly one point which you would like to change in yourself, one good habit you would like to change in yourself if you were 20 years old now. So what one habit you would change? Yeah, what one thing you would change in yourself?
You know, after the first question that was asked to me and after what Mr. Agarwal said, I think I would change the city. But that I can't do right now. So basically, you know, I would say that, you know, as young CAs, as young CA aspirants, and it has been said over and over again in this various sessions in this meeting, is that to look beyond numbers, look for businesses, and interpret numbers for businesses, and not the other way. So, that skill, if you pick up very early in your life, it would be wonderful. The other thing, taking a leaf out of what Neeraj ji said, is that, you know, people coming out of B schools, they go through a grooming, a finishing exercise, which is not there in case of CAs. CAs are like, you know, BTechs coming out of engineering colleges. They are trained to do a specific thing, and that is accounting. Engineers are also trained to do a specific thing, that is engineers, to be an engineer, to run a plant, to build a bridge and things like that. And over the years, they pick up all the trades that is required. I think they are a little more proactive than CAs. If we are also able to be as proactive as these people are, we can also, you know, make the same sort of impact that other professions are doing. Thank you.
Wonderful. So my last final question from, so again we will go one by one. So please respond, since we have paucity of time. So I would expect you to respond in 2 lines, so basically to save on time, and it should be really crisp. So basically what I want to ask is that we keep on listening that CAs are not storytellers, they are number crunchers, right? So what is your take on numbers to narratives? Why a CAs, since here budding CAs are there, so they are number crunchers, everyone says that, but why it is important to be a storyteller in business world? Why they need to create stories? One by one we can just.
My take on this is that if I am not a good surgeon, am I a good doctor? And what good can I do? So the moot point, I am a chartered accountant. I need to have the basic skills that are expected of me. It takes us to the question that why I should become what I am not, number one. But then, should we not upgrade ourselves, upskill ourselves? To answer it, I'll say all the chartered accountants who clear this exam should take this as a runway only, not the final destination, because it is a 3-year, 4-year course. What I have seen is in my group, I know 40, 50 people, none of them did anything after qualification. When you compare it with IIT or NIT or law or MBBS, you will find there is a distinction. Everyone goes for post-qualification education. So it is my suggestion that everyone should try for something. That's it. And then you will change the narrative altogether, because as a CA, a lot of doors are closed for you. You have to knock hard, punch above your weight, and this additional qualification will help you do it. Mind it, it is not CS will help you. You have to really acquire higher skills.
Wonderful.
So can we have a big round of applause for him?
Neeraj ji, your take on this, numbers to narratives?
So my take on this, with my personal experience, if you only deal with the numbers, you can become a good CFO. But if you really like to become a CEO, you should understand the numbers in narrative, and you should be a storyteller. So if your final destination is only the CFO, you can deal with the numbers, you can be a good CFO in future. But if you really want to become a CEO in future, you have to convert the numbers into narratives, and you have to become a good storytellers.
Wonderful, wonderful. So Rajarshi ji, same question I throw to you as well. Numbers to narratives, your take on that?
Okay. So when you say CAs are not good at numbers to narratives, and then my question is, as compared to whom? So, is it to people coming out of BE colleges? Is it compared to doctors and other professional qualifications? No, it's not so. Even only you may talk about the MBAs, but they are in a different league. They have already done their graduation and then gone through a finishing school, which CAs have not gone. Now, the thing is, the narratives are very, very important, because no one, accounts is for business, and business would never be run for the purpose of accounts. So unless we are able to provide interpretations of numbers to the business owners, or convert their ideas into numbers, that is numbers to stories and stories to numbers, I don't think we will be doing a good job.
If you want to become a CFO, then finance number crunching is okay. But if you are really looking for any CEO role or entrepreneurship role or strategic role, you have to think from number crunching to narratives. If I say, if you give one example, two examples basically, I would say that revenue growth of company this to this is last year 10%. So this is a simple number. You are not able to draw any conclusion or inference from this. In any forum, if you say this is a number, okay. However, if you map it with your customer acquisition, customer insight, conversion percentage, product visibility, and then convert into scenario modeling and present that to a forum, that look, if you are doing conversion at this rate, so your revenue is this much. If you are able to increase by 5%, your revenue will be able to increase by 7%, and so on, so on. So you are able to connect the dots, you are able to explain the scenarios, and from the storytelling ideas, you are able to give the insight to all the forum, the members who are there, because most of the time you have to deal with non-finance forum also. The non-finance, they may be engineer, they may be marketing, they may be manufacturing person, other fields. So for them, you have to translate in such a manner so they can connect with their work, and from their work they can understand this, how you are arriving at your numbers. Unless you do that, you will not be able to present or explain this number in any forum, be it in your office or be it in external or be it any consulting. So that is crux of this, is that you have to convert into a story from different data insights. You have to get out of your comfort zone and sit with the non-finance team also, so that they get your confidence and you have a better data crunching. Because in the finance you know the numbers, you can crunch anything, okay. If you take their insight and you plot in your data sheet and then start presenting in a structured manner and then create a story around it, it will have a big impact on business. And once you have a big impact on the business, it's like you are the whole and soul, your voice will be heard, you will be recognized as a different person altogether. So the crux is this. So you have to create from data to storytelling habit. That's all.
Yeah, I can just say, wow, we have had a wonderful panel discussion, and we can have a big round of applause for all four of them. They have been wonderful, lot of insights. Thank you very much, each one of you. Thank you.
After this energetic discussion, we can surely conclude that the CFO's office isn't just a seat of numbers, it's a seat of narratives. These answers are the proof of that.
As we bring this power-packed session to a close, I would like to welcome Ms. Nandini Savalka for the vote of thanks.
Before Nandini give vote of thanks, I think Karan needs some more introduction. So Karan is from Dhanbad. Although he is officer, तो हम उसको सर नहीं बोलेंगे, मेरे छोटे भाई की तरह है. And he is from family of my sister ससुराल. एक बात है, देखिए जो अभी मैं जस्ट विजुअलाइज कर रहा था कि जो जितनी बातें वो कह रहा था उसको वो जीता है. तो ये एक बहुत बड़ी लर्निंग हम लोगों के लिए कि आप जो सोचते हैं और आप जो बोलते हैं और आप जो करते हैं, तीनों में सिमिलैरिटी है या नहीं है. मुझे याद है जब इसने अभी पहला स्टेटमेंट दिया कि फर्स्ट थिंग इज टू क्लियर सीए एग्जाम. सो व्हेन ही केम टू कोलकाता, उस समय भी मैं कलकत्ता में था, एंड ही यूज्ड टू स्टे इन पोदार छात्रा निवास. ही यूज्ड टू बी इन टच विथ मी एंड ऑल, सब बातचीत वगैरह होते रहता था. देन व्हेन ही क्वालिफाइड, देन ही वेंट फॉर दिस यूपीएससी एंड ऑल. सो आई थिंक मैंने द मोमेंट ही ज्वाइंड इवन इन दिल्ली, जब ज्वाइन किया उसके बाद भी ही वॉज इन टच, रेगुलर टच. तो फ्रेंड्स, व्हाट वी शुड लर्न फ्रॉम दैट कि एट वॉट एवर पोजिशन यू मूव, प्लीज डोंट लूज कनेक्ट, बिकॉज ये कनेक्शन ही है आपको कहीं ना कहीं. एंड द मोमेंट ही ट्रांसफर्ड इन कोलकाता, द फर्स्ट कॉल ही informed me, and post that when our office inauguration was there, then also he find out the time. And I think last time also when he moved to Kolkata, तो ऊर्जा होने वाला था, and then I asked him, तो इसका शायद वोट था वहाँ पर, दिल्ली में इस टाइप का कुछ चक्कर था, तो last time he could not join, and this time again when I requested him, he immediately accepted our invitation. And today when I was listening to him, so a great insight. So thank you very much, Karan. नीरज जी, सो नीरज जी से जब मिलना हुआ, आई थिंक इन 2017 ख़त्म हो गया, जीएसटी आ गया 18 के आसपास में. तो एम और रोशन में हमेशा बात करते हैं कि नीरज जी इज़ वेरी इंट्रोवर्ट काइंड ऑफ पर्सन, एंड ही हैज़ लॉट ऑफ नॉलेज, बट वो नॉलेज स्टेज पे आके नहीं देंगे. बट लास्टली मैंने 2-3 फोरम पे देखा कि नीरज जी वेंट एज अ CFO and he is delivering. So then I thought, why we should lose opportunity. So today we are fortunate that he really, I'm telling you, he admire our family lot. And whenever we meet him, whenever we discuss with him, he never treat us as a vendor, and we never treat him as a client. When that kind of relationship we have, जहाँ पर openly he says कि नीरज जी यहाँ आप लोग गलत जा रहे हैं, जहाँ हम लोगों को लगता है कि सर यहाँ हमारी प्रॉब्लम आप हमको सुनिए. सो मैंने दैट काइंड ऑफ मैच्योर रिलेशनशिप जब हम लोग करते हैं, तो मुझे लगता है कि आप उस प्रोफेशन को बहुत एंजॉय करने लगते हैं. राजश्री सर, नया रिलेशनशिप है, और प्रोफेशनली वी एसोसिएटेड वेरी, आई थिंक 4-5-6 महीने हुए होंगे. बट देन सर, व्हेन आई रेड योर प्रोफाइल, देन आई कुड रिकलेक्ट कि यू वर इन mjunction. And when I was in Deloitte, so I did audit of mjunction. So I then match किया मैंने दोनों period, so you were CFO,
at that point of time, as a AM, we hardly used to get meet with the CFOs and all, क्योंकि नीचे की टीम इतनी strong रहती थी कि वही हम लोग को साइड कर देते थे. तो टाइम टर्न अराउंड. सो दैट इज व्हाई आई एम टेलिंग यू माय डियर फ्रेंड, हर दिन आपके एज में एक दिन जब बढ़ता है तो आप कुछ नया देखने के लिए तैयार हो रहे हैं. तो आज बहुत अच्छा लगा सर कि यू एक्सेप्टेड आवर इनविटेशन एंड आज आए और आपने जो बातें कही हम लोगों के लिए. तो ये बोथ वे है कि हम लोगों को भी आपके साथ एक नई चीज़ें सीखने को मिलती हैं और आप भी जब हमारे साथ आते हैं तो वो एक हम लोगों को भी एक सर्टिफिकेट मिलता है. बसंत जी का भी बहुत ही कोइंसिडेंस है कि हालांकि बसंत जी का नाम कई जगह से इधर उधर से हमने सुना हुआ था एंड इन वेरी अर्लियर ईयर we went to pitch some work in your company, but that didn't get through. But suddenly times turn around and this year we got some opportunity, business opportunity with his company. So yesterday I saw कि रोशन जी shared the dice with बसंत जी. So friends, कहीं ना कहीं फिर ये लगता है कि ये चीज़ें हम करते नहीं हैं बिल्कुल, और ये फिर आप बोलेंगे सर होता कैसे, तो ये डेस्टिनी है कि वो डेस्टिनी आपको कहीं ना कहीं से थॉट प्रोवोक कर रहा है. तो वी आर सो फॉर्चुनेट टुडे कि आज 12 स्पीकर्स, मैंने 1 स्पीकर वाज ट्रैवलिंग फ्रॉम दिल्ली, तो कल तक भी उनका हाँ ना आना चल रहा था. रोशन जी ने कन्फ्यूजन कर दिया, ही इज़ कमिंग फ्रॉम चंडीगढ़, तो हम तो उनका सेशन ही काटने वाले थे. तो आज पता चला कि फ्लाइट में बैठे हुए हैं. तो मैंने कल नीरज जी को भी कहा था कि हो सकता है सेशन प्रीपोन करना पड़े. तो आज 12 स्पीकर जो हम लोगों के साथ आए और मुझे लगता है ये ऑलरेडी 6-6:15 हो गया. तो क्या होता है कि जब आग की भट्टी में घुस जाते तो एक टाइम के बाद गर्म नहीं लगता है. तो मुझे लगता है अगले 3-4 घंटे भी इस ऑडियंस को आप सुनाएंगे तो भी लोग सुन लेगा. बोले कोई फायदा है नहीं बोल के. बोले दरबान की तरह पीछे घूम रहा है, कोई टॉयलेट भी जा रहा है तो मेरा आँख देख के खुद ही बोल रहे सर. Friends, this is love and affection and we really want that you all do very well. और मुझे लगता है कि ये जो आज का दिन रहा अगेन, और ऊर्जा 1 में मुझे बहुत मेहनत करनी पड़ी, इधर उधर करके. ऊर्जा 2 में थोड़ा कम हुआ एंड रियली आई एम टेलिंग यू दिस ऊर्जा 3 में तो अब लग रहा है ऑटो मोड में गाड़ी आ गई, अब आप लोग सीख गए हैं. तो अब हमें खाली इन चेहरों को ढूंढना पड़ता है. और जो सुबह में किसी एक स्पीकर ने कहा कि जब ऊर्जा 15 होगा तब आप सोचिए क्या होगा. तो मुझे लगता है कि ऊर्जा 15 तक तो हम लोग वहीं बैठ जाएंगे, आप लोग यहाँ के एज अ पार्टनर बैठे रहेंगे एंड दैट वी विश, क्योंकि ऊर्जा 15 तक हम भी 50+ के हो जाएंगे. तो इट्स बेटर कि जितनी जल्दी अपनी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी करके हम लोग इस चेयर को छोड़ें. नंदिनी प्लीज़.
So, as we come to the end of this enriching panel discussion on numbers to narratives, how young chartered accountants can become the story writers of tomorrow's business, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude on behalf of the entire audience to our distinguished panelists, Mr. Basant Somani, Mr. Rajarshi Chattopadhyay, Mr. Neeraj Mundhra, and Mr. Karan Agarwal. Each of you have shared thought-provoking insights on how illuminated young chartered accountants can go just beyond numbers to craft compelling stories that drive strategy, influence leadership, and shape the future of the business. The importance of blending analytical rigor with creative thinking, aligning financial understanding with business vision, and becoming business communicators who can translate data into narratives that matter.
Thank you, Nandini. We would like to again thank the panelists, the moderator, and all the audience for the wonderful session.
This wasn't just a panel. It was a passing of the baton to us, to the next generation, the future CFOs, the policy architects, and the story writers of tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you.
And let's go write stories worth telling. Okay, guys, let's come here for a group photograph.